What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your man ChazzEllis once again answering the questions that you ask me. Make sure you hit me up on the ChazzEllisProject.com if you want to be a part of picking the next video, get a consultation, make a donation, whatever. Anyway, I got a question based on a video that I did about the 90-day rule not affecting players. A lot of y'all hit me up and y'all wanted to know how to connect emotionally with a guy because I talked about that in the video. One of the biggest things is a lot of y'all have heard and read and just got a lot of different information about connecting emotionally with guys and about what to expect from dudes. And a lot of the information you got was pretty good. The only problem is that men don't really want to piss you off when they give you information. Just the way it is. So what ends up happening is you lose a big part of it because the part that's going to piss you off or most likely to piss you off is kind of sliced off, and that's kind of what happens. And I'm gonna give you all of the information with all of the pieces, and that's what I do. I mean, you know, if I make you mad, it don't bother me. I know some people are gonna be mad. I know I'm gonna get some comments. It's cool. Anyway, so what a lot of times what you learn is how to find a good man, how to demand that a man treat you a certain way, and all that kind of stuff. That's what you get. That's what they teach you. But they don't really teach you a lot of, you know, what it takes to be attractive to a good man. So before I talk to you about how to do these things, how to make that connection with a man, I got to tell you a couple things, and you got to make sure you got to get on the same page with me for this to work. A lot of you won't get on the same page, and it won't work. But, you know, that's on you. Anyway, what you got to understand is, number one, first and foremost, if you were willing to drop everything, every superficial qualification that you had, you would have already found a guy that was willing to worship the ground you walk on and give you everything you want. The guy who will treat you, you know, the way you want to be treated might be 4 feet tall. The guy who will treat you the way you want to be treated might live in his mama's basement. But like the rest of us, like all of the people in the world, you're superficial. That's okay. You have superficial needs and wants. People have to have a certain amount of money. You may have justified these things to yourself and decided that they're not superficial, but they are. They're not about what's on the inside of a person. Your car you drive is not about what's on the inside of you. How tall you are is not about what's on the inside. What you look like is not about what's on the inside. So let's be real with ourselves. Okay, so because of that, because you have a lot of superficial things that matter to you, it's harder to find a person that's going to treat you the way you want to be treated. That's one thing you got to look at. And another thing you got to look at is you diss people too. Be real with yourself. You friend zone people. You play people off that you don't really like that. You take things from people and don't give them what they want or expect in return. Be real with yourself. Because once you do that, you can understand what it takes to get somebody to value you. Because you can look at the same stuff it takes to get you to value them. Okay, those are things we got to look at. Now, we got to understand this. Generally, when you want to be with somebody, everything is about 4 categories. Physical. That's basically what you look like, your fitness level, your face, all of that. Just your physical appearance in general. You know, all of that. Then you have your financial and social status. That's pretty much how much money you make, whether you're educated or not. Do you have kids? Are you really popular in the community? All of that stuff. Your financial and your social status. Where are you? Who are you? Your personality. That's how smart you are. If you're outgoing, if you're quiet, if you're funny, all of those things that have to do with your personality. Then you have spiritual. That's religion, your association with nature, how you feel about things and connect to people, you know, all of that stuff. Okay, those are things that we have. And those are things we generally pick people by. Now, the thing about that is most people, and this is going to tell you when I talk to you about connecting with a man emotionally, Before you can connect with a man emotionally, you have to connect with him on these levels. You have to connect with him on those superficial levels. The same way that you pick people. That's why we talked about that earlier. The same way you choose people, you have to be chosen in that same fashion. A lot of people want to be like, I want a person that's this, and this. And then they don't really think about the fact that, wait a minute, that person has to choose somebody too. And they're going to choose based on things that they find to be important, which is going to be in that same criteria or those same categories. So you got to look at that and understand that. Now, what a lot of women have trouble with is the fact that they want things that they can't necessarily match. And then they wonder why they can't connect with a person on an emotional level, because you're not what they want. Remember in the other video I said I said in another video one time, it starts out about being about who you are, and then it becomes who you are to them. So if a person doesn't like who you are to them really don't matter. Okay, so that's what we got to connect with first. Now, what I mean by this is like, look at physical, for instance. That's the first one. That's what you see first, generally. But when you look at a physical connection, say your ideal guy is 6'2", looks like Idris Elba, and works out every day and all that kind of stuff, and just in great shape, lives a wonderful, just physically fit, got a six-pack, got muscles everywhere and all that kind of stuff. Say that's the type of dude that you like, all right? Now, you have to ask yourself the question, not this is what I like, so this is what I should get, but you have to ask yourself the question, am I what someone like him would want? So even if you got a guy already and you say, man, he's good looking, people say he look like Idris Elba, he's muscular, blah, blah, blah. This is the type of guy that most girls flock to. I see anywhere he goes, the girls are checking for him, because this is the type of dude. This is what I want. It's cool that you want somebody like that. But you have to ask yourself the question, what do they want? And if you don't fit into that, then you got to ask yourself, how is this person ever going to really value me? When I look at when you have to look at the thing that you want the most, you say, okay, this physical appearance is what I really want. It's right here. This is what a lot of other girls want. Do I have what it takes to cultivate that? Do I have what it takes to help him to stay at that level physically? You see what I'm saying? Do I have what someone who is physically at that level would want? Because you don't have to be what he is. You don't got to be buff. Okay, he might be buff. You don't got to be buff. You may not like that. But you have to be what that person's looking for. For instance, if they work out and they're physically fit, you smoke cigarettes, drink alcohol, smoke weed, eat crap all day, never exercise, how the hell y'all gonna get together and stay together? Okay, maybe he might have liked you, maybe you do have a pretty nice body, and maybe he liked thicker girls or whatever, and you was like, okay, y'all worked out for that reason initially. But when he trying to go to the gym and you over here smoking cigarettes, how do y'all connect? How you can't smoke around him? Your friends probably smoke, so y'all can't really chill together. Your friends probably drink, and that's how you have a good time. So how are y'all going to connect? Y'all don't do the same things. You can't make them good meals because y'all couldn't eat at the same time. You eat crap. So even if you knew how to make a good meal that would be healthy for him and what he likes to do, you couldn't maintain that because y'all couldn't even eat at the same time. You'd be making him some vegan meal or some crap like that, and he'd be over here talking about, man, this is good. And you're like, wish I could go to McDonald's. Some bull crap. I don't want this. He taking you to the gym, you on a treadmill like, oh my God, I'm tired. Oh my God, I put my hamstring. That's how you acting. Y'all can't connect. So you might want somebody who's here physically, but ultimately that's not going to work for you and how you are. You're going to have to get somebody who's on your level, who lives their life like you. Or you're going to have to improve your level. You're going to have to drop the things that are keeping you from connecting to this guy. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's only two things that can happen. Either he can go down to your level and no longer be what you're looking for, or you can go up to his level and y'all can be together. I guess the third one is just doesn't work out. Or get treated like crap. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happens. You get treated like crap by the dude because you're not what he's looking for. So he's kind of like, I could take you or leave you. You're not going to find this high-level dude anywhere, but he can always find somebody who doesn't have what he wants. You have to meet him up there because that's what you want. Once again, it's your man, ChazzEllis. Make sure you get ready for that next video. There'll probably be a link to it at the bottom somewhere. But be ready for the next video. Peace.